Hey, welcome to another episode of Real Life Fisherman. Today we're going to do a how-to video. My Minn Kota Ulterra took a crap on me last time we went out fishing, which seems like an eternity ago now. At Oroville, when we went trolling for landlocked kings, it wouldn't deploy. What it was doing was just I'd hit deploy and it wasn't kicking the motor off of the ramps here. It would just say deploying, 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 and then nothing. And then it would go back to stowed. That the motor stowed, it didn't deploy. No fault, no anything. What it ended up being, I've kind of torn it apart to diagnose what was going on. But what I ended up finding was that the motor that actually feeds the belt through, which causes the motor to kick off the ramp so then it can stand up and deploy, that motor was froze up. So I got a whole new trim module. It's called a trim module and housing. With the new improved gasket. The reason why these things fail a lot, I have a first generation Ulterra, so it has, you can see here the difference. There's a much thinner seal, little tiny basically O-ring gasket around here, and that allows water to get in. Now the newer ones, they went back to the drawing board and got a much thicker gasket, as you can see right all through here. It's a way better seal and you won't get any water intrusion in there and get corrosion. So that's what happens with these a lot. So we're gonna go over replacing that and getting back out on the water with this thing. I mean, this is about $300 roughly, $300 to $400 depending on where you find it, order it. It comes with the belt. Make sure you order with your shaft length, you know, the correct length of belt. That's pretty much it. I've kind of, like I said, already disassembled this. Basically, if you've never seen inside one of these trim housings before, your belt actually feeds through this. This was what was bound up between here and here. There's a small belt. There's a small belt that goes from here to here. Once I took that belt off, this motor, which is the actual motor that spins, was spinning. This was just so bound up from corrosion and everything that it wasn't feeding the belt through. So it was just timing out, and that's, you know, what was going on. That's what's under here. Also, there's a ring here that also gets really corroded every once in a while. As you can see, mine's corroded from salt water and just water in general. That's gonna cause some issues. That basically tells the motor what position it's facing between these and these contacts. So it's a good idea to pull that out and clean these every once in a while too. We're gonna go over how to replace this thing. So you're gonna pull this off as I did there. Down here on the bottom, there's just these two lock collars right here, and this clamps around the bottom of the belt. You'll find this in there. That is what bites onto the belt down at the bottom, and that locks around there. So you're gonna pull those off, all right? And then that allows the belt, and pull that through. Up here in the head, you'll pull the head off like this. Up here, there's these connectors. You want to pull those apart. Pull those apart. There is the belt feeds through right here. It's already came out, but there's a little wheel right here with a pin. That is this guy. That goes, that'll be right in there, like that. The belt goes around that. And then it goes to the tensioner right here. If you didn't know, there's also an Allen wrench tensioner right here that you can tighten up to adjust the tension on the belt itself as it stretches over time. So you basically have to get all that off. We're gonna take that off right now and then pull this head off, and then we're gonna stand it up in the deployed position and then put the new one on. Jeez. I can find another. There's that old seal. See how small that seal is around there. That was the original bad design that causes a lot of these problems. Seal. This is the new redesigned, much thicker seal that keeps the water out. You can see it's way better. To feed this through the steering housing is not very nice. Okay, this has become kind of a pain in the butt right here, trying to feed the other one through the steering housing. So what we've done, for some reason it'll go through pretty easy with the teeth on the outside, but the teeth need to be on the inside. So we're using the old belt here and fed it back up through the bottom and hoping that this will pull it through. At my shop there's a nice little tool for this. I think you got it. Ah, jeez. Pain in the butt. But we got it. Okay. There we go. It was binding up on that belt on the top of the shaft. That goes there. There's a notch right here in the motor housing where that catches. Goes on like that. The belt goes in like that. Okay. Tricky part. So didn't want this to be connected to power right now, and if I was connected to power right now, I could just trim the motor and feed the belt through. Your other option is to pull this plate off, and basically you're going to need some sort of a rubber handled screwdriver and put it in your drill and put that rubber handle on the gear to spin it, and that's going to feed the belt through manually. If I can put this on my boat in this position, I might be able to without it hitting anything. Either that or you have to pull your batteries out and hook your batteries up, which again, at work I have shop batteries. I can just do that real quick. For 5 seconds. Okay, blink once and it's flashing green. Okay, when the trim housing is learned, push and hold the power button until the motor turns off, about 3 seconds. Press the power button to turn the motor on. Alright, then I'm going to have to turn this thing off. I'm going to put that park sensor back on. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to back it out, but now that did what I wanted it to do. Now that I put this forward, now I just gotta back this off a little bit, and then I can hook that lever back up. Basically, just have to turn this worm screw until you can get this line back up. It isn't really hurting it. You want to be on here on the end where this doesn't ever get to. And what you're trying to do is line that back up again so that you can press that down. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to take it off of here and then put it back on. What a pain in the butt to do this at home. Well, that's how everybody else is going to be doing it. So. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to have to try to work up here. Okay. You want it to be tight, but not too tight. You want to be able to get your finger behind it. Yahtzee. Oh, the little victories. Yes, we take them. All right. So, yeah, they've gotten corroded over the years, and the bolt and nut that hold the head on through the shaft snapped when I took it out. So we're having to hunt and search and find the right length and diameter bolt and nut to try to make that work. Found one. Just replacing that heat shrink tubing over this power wire up here. This is your sonar, universal sonar connector if you have a built-in transducer. And then this is the connector for your iPilot that you don't have to disconnect. I'll try to get everything back in here. They got no room for you to put any of these wires. Fucking weird. There we go. There we go. Okay, he's done. There you go. There. Okay. Again, I got this thing used. And slightly used, and guy didn't like how long it was for his boat. It was 60, and he ended up getting a 45-inch shaft. I don't know why he got this, but. So that's why I use a black freshwater one, and I will use it in the salt. I mean, hopefully this will last me years again, and before I have any issues. But ultimately, if it really messes up, I'll end up buying it riptide. But as long as it still works, or I can fix it for a couple $100 or a few $100, why not? Oh yeah, success. Boom. Done. Okay, so we went out fishing the next day, and the trolling motor was making some weird noise, so I didn't use it. Came home, I pulled the top off of the new trim module, and what had happened, there's a small belt that you'll see that goes right here, and that's what actually feeds the belt up and down on the shaft. This actually is an adjuster, and it was a little loose from the factory, so the belt was skipping around this gear and skipping teeth. So I ended up tightening that tension up a little bit, and problem solved. So if you're having that issue, that's where the adjustment is, right here. Loosen this, and then put an Allen wrench in there, pull the belt pulley a little tighter, and then tighten that back down. All right, guys, well, we're kind of wrapped up. That's kind of how it goes, putting one of these on. Like I say, it would have been a lot easier at my shop, you know, but this is how most of you guys are going to be doing it. So it's kind of a good way of looking at doing it. So you're going to have to give it power. So either have your batteries out of your boat where you can work on it on your bench, or be able to just do it all outside, or, you know, on your boat. When you do go to pull out the original belt through the steering housing, I would put some tape on the old one and the new one, kind of being able to pull that through with it. That would help things there. And then the reason why this tends to happen is this little small O-ring that they put on there originally. So if you do have this style, the original, you're probably gonna have to end up doing this. Like I say, a few $100 and some, you know, a couple hours or so of doing this, maybe an hour, hour and a half, if everything goes smoothly. If you did that, I mean, you're saving yourself a lot of money. Don't throw away your money just buying another trolling motor for 2,300 bucks or whatever. So just go ahead and try this out. Order the trim module kit, comes with the belt. Make sure you order the belt and your length of shaft, and you'll be good to go. If this helped you, I hope you hit the like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to see some more videos, how-to videos and fishing videos. I'm always trying to put up new stuff. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any questions about any of my videos, go ahead and shoot me a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to help you out to the best of my ability. Thanks, guys.